Hey, welcome to Grow for Show. I'm Shooby-Doo. Here's because I love it. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, man. How you been doing this week?
It's been a chaotic week, man. Between work and the family and the garden, it's go, go, go. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Had a nice week. Last week was pretty relaxed for me. I spent the week away. Went out of town. Did a little vacationing. Back to work this week, and it's pretty hectic though. You take a week off work, and holy fuck,
No one does your job for you.
makes you feel appreciated. It's
Oh,
pretty good.
oh.
So
How's the little germination going there? A little
not
seedling going.
not too bad, considering the life they've had to live. Um,
A week by himself.
Longer than that, man. This whole summer, like the last 2 months. Oh, that's 4:10. Everyone,
What's that,
cheers.
man? Cheers, guys.
That was really loud.
We made it, though. We made it in time.
Yes, sir. Cheers, everyone. 7:10. You're sad. So yeah, they lived a horrible life. I had a whole bunch of overgrown um, mother plants, and I cut a bunch of clones off them, set them in their little cubes. I use like little Fruit Riot cubes, and uh, when I did that, I didn't want to risk losing anything because my plan was to get rid of all the moms. So what I did is I took all those, cut them right down to their very last node, just one node on every plant. Well, on 5 or 6 branches on every plant,
Yeah.
and just kind of stuffed them in the corner so they stayed alive. If I had to, I could get another clone off them, and then left the clones to root, and the clones rooted, and then it became time to transplant the day I was leaving, so they stayed there. I cut some of the roots off and left them so they'd stunt a bit and slow things down on purposely. I just didn't want to.
Control.
Yeah. Um, and then when I come back, all those single node mother plants are fucking monsters, and yeah, so now I got to get rid of all that and clean up what I have left.
Nice. Nice.
So right now, those are all gone. Actually, now I'm down to just the little seedlings, and they've rooted. They're in solo cups, and now I'm just waiting to reset and start flowering. You know,
Nice.
back to life, back to reality. Summer's over. I have a kid, so when he's out of school, we do as much as we can. You know what it's like.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna get there. The kids
Waiting
aren't in
for it.
school yet, but once they start. Cheers, Dave, MLT, Mertz,
Dave made it.
Lori. Thanks for stopping by.
Cheers, everybody.
Dave made an appearance in the first
Dave was on time, and we weren't. There we go.
first 20 minutes of the show. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Awesome.
Guess I should open the chat.
Nice
Sorry,
to see
chat.
everyone. So that's it. But I'm excited because it's new genetics and it's going to be pretty fun.
You're growing some
How
new
about
Irish,
you?
aren't you?
What's that?
You're growing some new Irish genetics, aren't you?
Yep, going to be my first diary run. It's that Liberation OG.
Oh, nice.
I think I might be the only one out of our group, other than maybe Herb might have grown them a while back. I don't know if Dave
I
grew it.
own it. I do
Dave
not
grows
have not
everything
grown
from
it.
him too, but I'm pretty excited to get it.
I don't blame
How's
you.
your tent coming along?
Everything's been chopped down, man. I'm just right now harvesting. I got a couple of other plants I'm going to take cuttings off of when I go away, so they kind of sit in the machine and just do their own thing. So that way
Yeah.
the wife doesn't have to take care of anything, and it's just self-sufficient for 21 days.
Mm.
Hopefully, it's everything stays pretty good. I told the wife, worst case, I'll get some optifoliar and she can spray them.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't changed the water in that thing in like the entire flower period for this 110, and there's 4 plants just still killing it in it.
Yeah, as long as you're not overfeeding them, you can get away with that.
Yeah.
You know,
So I was
for
getting the early veg cycle. I think it's like 700 ppm, and just
Mhm.
yeah, just light feeding.
Easy.
Yeah.
You're right now. It's about survival. Right? Just keep them alive. Stay alive. That's all. Stay
Well, I
alive.
still got what? I think it's 7 more plants to harvest, like
Mhm.
chop up myself and trim, and yeah, it's daunting, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I I don't enjoy the harvesting part of it.
I
I can
have a
see
bolt
why you
trimmer, and
tried the. I know.
yeah,
I can
I
see
have
why
one. I
you
looked at
tried it.
it. No, I'm doing it by hand this time.
I know, right? Like I could see why you would resort to it every once in a while, but like I don't know.
I will admit, I use my bolt trimmer for the CBD because I'm not worried about looks. It's being processed,
Yeah,
in, yeah, in the
yeah,
oil anyway. So
yeah. I
that's
kind of almost would rather just like really roughly trim it and buck it off and jar it, and then just trim as I smoke, trim as I need it.
yeah. To
I
me,
do
they
that.
should at least keep like a protective layer to hide those trichomes in the bud. So it's like leave them
Yeah.
on.
Speaking of trimming a lot of weed by themselves, I seen MLT doing that one time and made my little bit of weed look like fucking nothing. And I was thinking, damn, yeah, that gets tiring.
Yeah, yep. It's like, damn, I thought 4 plants was bad.
Yeah, 4 plants, eh?
Never doing that again.
No, it's not too bad.
Not at all.
So what are you smoking on right now? I know that you've been waiting for your own, so you're probably doing dispensary crap still.
I cheated and started smoking the Storm Shadow.
Okay. Yep. No, I'd do that too. It's better than buying dispensary shit. Yeah.
The first round of test results came back in from the local hydro shop. It tested at 31.2%
Cool.
total cannabinoids. So we'll see how this happens after cure. I'll usually get it tested then and test it again after.
Cool.
I've seen some variations of 1.2% up and then 1.2% down. So it's a little fluctuation. I imagine just the maturing of the trichomes itself.
Yeah, for sure. Cheers, Raptor.
Cheers,
Stopping
buddy.
by, man. I part of the reason I was talking about the dispensary weed is because I had to buy some. Well, I didn't have to, but I was out of town and I wanted to just stop in and check some stuff out, see what it was like.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. I was showing the guys yesterday on the neighborhood. It was it's pretty sad.
Bush weed?
Pretty sad. 2 different strains and 2 different companies. Ness.
Oh yeah, no. I even the local dispensary says no with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys. I couldn't see the weed. They didn't have any visual. It's oh, you got a good read of it. There we go.
Perfect.
Mint sour.
Oh, so it sounds promising.
Yeah, right. I thought I was getting something good. It was not very good. And I got this one here. This company.
Flower?
Yeah. Yep. And it was BC Black Cherry. Won't zoom in on this one for some reason.
Was it just as disappointing or?
Fucking horrible, man.
Oh,
I was telling them yesterday. I just thought I would share it again on here because there might be some more Canadian people who look at it and realize
Do not
that
buy.
don't buy it. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, this is what I'm puffing on. Yeah, Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
Slightly trend. This is that bush tree we talk about.
Mm.
Yeah. There's my cat.
Yeah. Oh, she says you and me both smoking on that, buddy. You and me both. That's great.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of earthy smell to it right now. It's still an early cure, so hello, wait, kitty. See how this turns out. It's got a great taste, though, that's for sure. Nothing plant. So.
Yeah, so we could talk a little bit about consuming weed. That's part of the subject that we wanted to talk about today.
The good C word.
Yeah, cannabis consumption. Not necessarily just weed, but what's your method of consuming? You know, do you like to eat it and smoke it?
I stick to smoking and eating generally, but usually just smoking. My favorite form is a one hitter or a joint. I'm old school.
Yeah.
I do have a dab rig. I've rarely used. I don't really have a proper torch for it, which is probably the reason why. I'll smoke
Mhm.
butane one, nothing propane. But yeah. So when I do eat it, it's usually oil or butter I made.
Cool.
It's a magic butter maker. Thing does wonders.
Awesome.
Decarb my weed beforehand. Some people say you don't have to with those. I do. I think it's really
How
neat.
how do those butter makers work? Do you put wheat in it or concentrate or what? How? What's I've never seen
You
one.
can do either or.
And what's it? Does it mix with
So
butter, oil, or
I can use
what's it?
oil, tinagers, butter and stuff. So if I use butter, I just put like a pound of butter in, or like 2 cups. Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll put like an ounce of weed, 2 ounces of weed, depending on ratio. Usually one
Does
ounce.
it mix it together and just like sit there and
Well, you strain it afterwards.
okay, yeah,
So there's like it has the rod coming down. It's got your little like seamer section, little blade mixed up. It's whole bud. You don't even have to break it up, and it
okay.
just busts it all up for you over an hour. It does a couple beeps, a little light show, and it's done. And you strain.
Oh, it's got like a something in there to bust the weed up a little
Oh
bit.
yeah,
Well, fuck, that was loud
that's
again.
420.
420.
The premium grape.
420, everybody. I didn't have any weed busted up, but I'm gonna bust them up. So yeah, sorry, I've never seen the inside of one or anything like that, so I'm kind of asking like a dummy, but I've never. So it
It looks
you
like a heavy duty thermos with a blender top or an emulsion blender.
okay? So you
That's
put
it.
weed in it, butter in it, or
For
whatever
some
your
reason, you
oil is
put
gonna
some
be.
crazy LED light strip on top, so it gets a little colorful when it's going. But the one thing I will
That's
say
super
is when
funny.
you use it, the grinder itself is really loud.
Yeah.
So like you're at the living bejeebus on me at 11:30 at night. Let's try to be quiet, doing this with the wife asleep, and decarb the weed.
Uh.
And
Oops.
what the?
Oops.
Yeah, yeah.
Oops.
That was a fun conversation.
Cheers, Supreme Grape. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
yeah.
never seen one of those before. I'd like to see how they work and what it like. I said, the same process as me, just grinding up some weed, putting it on the stove with butter, and letting it melt
Um, yeah, kind of. Then strain
or
it afterwards.
simmer.
Same thing. You set your heat temps for what it is. So like for it has a setting for butter, oil, and temperatures, and then there's just a heat on or off, and then your timer.
I'm not a big fan of the taste of weed butter or what weed does to
Strawberry
stuff
extract,
like that. So I've
berry
gotten
extract.
right. Yeah, I've gotten away from it. I use extracts all the time. I usually use distillate because I can get flavorless, right? It's
Oh, I remember the cookies.
really
I remember the
cool.
cookies.
Yeah, see, there you go. I just made another batch.
It's
They're
killing me, but
250 milligrams. They're good. I ate one last night before bed.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm still chuckling at the ones you gave me.
Yeah.
That was
Passed
something else.
out.
That was something else.
Go to sleep cookies.
It
They're
wasn't a
sleep
go to sleep
cookies.
cookies. I had like like almost panic attack level.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It was a
not that
Mises
sleep.
moment for me.
Oh, one of those. It was
Like I know I'm not gonna
holy
die, but I
fuck.
feel like I should call 911.
That's fantastic. Oh shit. Sorry.
Okay,
Those were 200 milligrams.
sign me up.
Uh, yeah, it affects different people different ways. Like some people take them and don't feel anything. Some people take them and feel what you got.
Yeah, cheers, Mertz. What about you, man? How do you consume?
Me, I my favorite way is to smoke. Just
Flour or concentrates?
if I could only get one for the rest of my life, I would choose smoking flower because I feel like when I just smoke concentrates, I'm missing flower. If I feel like I'm just smoking flower, I don't I miss like hitting a dab, but I don't miss it like I'm missing something. So yeah, I would definitely choose flower and I would choose a bong if I had nothing else. Yeah. Give me a bong, some weed, a lighter.
If there isn't a limited supply on cannabis, then yes, I agree with bong, but because I waste so much with it, so I stick to joints or one hitters. My one
Oh,
hitters.
I feel like I waste more with joints. Like joints, every time I roll a joint, maybe it's my bad habit, but there's a gram in there. Like I roll fucking joints, and I'll smoke the whole thing. I don't light one up, put it out, and save it later or nothing like that.
Either.
Bong hoots, I can cut up a gram, take little hoots, just leave it sitting there, go back to it whenever I need.
I like the one there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to smoke for sure. Eating it again, I also get pretty high when I eat it like you do. Like I get a little woo. So I only like to eat before I'm going to bed, or if I know it's nighttime. Like I wouldn't eat right now in the middle of the day. No way. It would ruin my day. I'd get too high and
Oh, see, I'm the
it would
opposite.
start making me tired.
They don't make me really tired. That's the one thing. Like coming down, but yeah, if I'm gonna have a fun day, yeah, I'll cup cookies in the morning.
Oh, really? Fuck, I wish I could do that. I just get too tired. I'm just like, man, I want to go
No, my
sleep.
mind starts going, man. It's like, where's the adventure gonna go? Let's just do this.
Shit, that's awesome. Cheers, Mertz. Yeah, I like to that I like the way you said there. We kind of went on to that topic there just a little bit. Con, with consumption is where you consume. Is it in the daytime, nighttime, and if you're consuming in the daytime, do you eat it or do you smoke it or do you does it affect you differently? And I think that's a big part of the cannabis consumption. See, a lot of people, probably not a lot of people who watch this show because it's mostly our sort of crew of friends, but hopefully one day it gets out to some other people who watch it and can learn something from people who smoke or consume on a regular basis like us. But I'm hoping that people who very recreationally smoke, like they're like the Friday night smoker or the only when they go out to a game or something and they're with their friends or it's someone's party and they'll smoke, but they don't buy cannabis. They don't, they just, there's people like that, like, cause I'm like that with alcohol. I don't like, I'll buy a beer here and there. I don't get
I don't
drunk.
drink.
I'm not, but I enjoy
I
a
should
beer.
say I don't. It's not that I don't drink. It's I'm a stupid drunk and I know better. That's
Yeah, that's funny. I enjoy a beer, maybe a glass of wine. I don't like hard alcohol because I get drunk and I don't like to get drunk and like
I'm
yeah.
with you, man.
But so I'm a daily consumer of cannabis though,
You too.
and I work full-time job. I have had the same job for the past 18 years, long time, almost 20 years. And in that time, I mean, my younger days maybe, but I don't I don't go to work high. I wake up in the morning, I get ready for work, I do my day, I deal with a lot of public. I'm the boss in most of the places I'm in, so I kind of feel like I should lead by example a little bit in this area. Not that I feel that cannabis would really affect me too much. I think it's just setting precedents in the workplace. Come on,
I agree with that too.
don't smoke weed around here. And then I come home from work, and the first thing I do before anything else, even before I say hi to my wife, no, is I want to consume a little bit of weed and just like unwind,
Yeah.
and then I go from there. But on my weekends, I'm a clear wake and baker. As soon as I wake up, hit something.
Same way, man.
I don't know. Most of my experiences with other people. Yeah, I've seen both ends of the spectrum. People who smoke sometimes, people who smoke a lot. Um, I think the stereotype of stoner is hopefully starting to break a little bit, and maybe we realize that it's actually a functioning, for some people, a medicine. It's not about. That's why
Yeah.
I said that it's for me as well as part of the reason. You see me, I said when I get home from work, I smoke it's to,
For me, it's the opposite. It's like get out of the house. You go in the public, I have to smoke.
yeah,
Otherwise, I'm completely socially awkward and to the point where I don't feel comfortable even in my own skin, and it's not fun being like that. So
yeah, I
rather than
use it.
be isolated, I'd rather be involved. And it,
Hmm.
unfortunately, yeah, like I shouldn't say unfortunately, in the sense of my situation, my wife hates cannabis.
Mhm.
She tolerates it because she understands it, but she sees how it helps me. Now the thing is though, is you go in the public, you smell like weed, and you get the odd condescending look from people still.
I
Even if
hate
it's
that.
not legal, it's like you don't understand the situation you're putting me in. So you make me
Yeah.
want to be the bad guy just by trying to be involved. Like why?
Yeah. Yeah. I hate that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I still there is still quite the stigma out there, and
Oh yeah.
I do my best in awkward situations to bring like a vape pen with no smell. But I again, I'm like you too. Like I can't be out there all day without, you
If
know.
I didn't work with heavy machines, it'd be all day for me. But because
Yeah.
I'm working with overhead cranes and stuff, I got a clear head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though
I
I
agree.
will admit, I have met people that really goddamn needed to even function in that environment. And I hate to say it, but like you see them out, if they can't function, they can't focus. It's like okay.
Mhm.
So obviously, everyone infects differently. Some people need that chemical balance.
Yeah. If I could, um, like legally, you're not supposed to smoke in the workplace, but if I could, I probably would, because I feel like I would probably be more myself in the long run, which would be really nice.
I think in the workplace setting, what should be done is a cognitive ability test.
Hmm.
So for whatever your job is, they have a set task. You come in,
Yeah.
do it over. Your HR marks your evaluates you, then you go medicate, come back in and do the exact same test, medicate it, and they evaluate you. If you can do the job medicated, it shouldn't be an issue whatsoever.
Especially if you're a medical patient.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You'd be like going to work and not being allowed your epilepsy medicine.
Yeah.
And then
No,
get
you can't bring that in here with you.
you're having a
Sorry.
seizure. It doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah. No, I agree completely.
yeah.
I I've been smoking cannabis recreationally for a long time,
When was
and
the first time you smoked pot?
I was
That's the question.
I was younger than I should have been. Um, maybe we don't. Maybe I don't want to say the age I was, but I was young, and continued to smoke recreationally. And it wasn't until I was older and sort of slowed down a bit and didn't really smoke as much that I realized. Um, I think it was I was needing it because it became medically needed, and I realized that I was better with it, and that's when I went to see a doctor.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe this is supposed to be.
yeah, exactly.
There's a reason
Well,
why I keep doing this, and no one notices.
look, it's not my fault that somebody labeled it as a drug and made it look bad.
Years before you even,
Um,
yeah,
and maybe the stigma of me trying it so young is it's in my head too, but it it helped me a lot. Still does to this day. So
yeah. See, I'm in the same boat. The first time I tried it, I'll admit I was far too young, and
mhm.
I'll say I was 13, middle
I,
school. It
I
was
was
not
about
good.
I was about the same age.
Out behind the bush and the schoolyard, and went back to class, and it was not a good experience.
Yeah.
You know, to say
No.
in my life. I didn't touch it again for probably 2.5 years. I was summer grade 9. That summer, me and my brother every night would get stoned and watch Band of Brothers.
Awesome.
Yeah, good series, good body time. And then after that summer it picked up more and more. And by the end of high school, I hate to admit I was smoking like an ounce a week myself.
Yeah.
Makes
Me
sense
too.
amount, and it was just not needed. Then I
Yeah.
got into the working world, and yeah, it cut back drastically again. So then it was, like right now, my prescription's for 10 grams a day, but that's because I ingested through edibles. But
Mhm.
I might actually smoke less than a gram, and usually it's just before bed. So
Yeah.
it's yeah.
That's good. I um I definitely smoke more than that in a day. I smoke quite a bit. I consume too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, that's probably why. So I eat a lot. I don't always smoke everything that I'm having in the run of a day, but I go through quite a bit. Usually, at least 10, 14 grams a day.
Damn.
Yeah, it goes.
Now, is it acceptable in your household? Like, your woman's okay with you smoke pot? Your woman smokes pot?
My wife, yeah, she smokes as well. It's not really usually accessible. Usually I end up I have a kid, so I have to go
Yep.
out or do this or that, right? So, um,
So you're like me, you try to keep it away from the kids, even though it's not
oh
really.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Once he's old enough, then it's a different story, but he's young and I
Yeah.
want to keep it.
What about the gardening? Is he in the garden with you guys or no?
No, not in the garden. He knows I have one. He just thinks it's my garden. He doesn't understand exactly that it's cannabis or that it's what I do with it. It just knows there's a garden. It's locked up, so he can't really go in there or anything like that. But he's inquisitive. My plan is to start a small little planter out on my patio and just do that with him so that he can learn
Yep.
how to garden and just do flowers or some little vegetables or some herbs or something like that, and just kind of so he can experience and have some fun, and then he can understand why I do that too. It's very therapeutic for me to grow as well.
Yep.
Just the growing process itself is it's relaxing to sit in the room and
Growing up, it was my dad and bonsai trees. Watching him do
yeah,
that, that's what got me into it.
right. That's cool. Yeah, sitting in the room listening to the fans and I don't know, watching the weed blow a little in the wind, and I love it. I'll sit there, yeah, smoke a joint with them.
Oh, I don't smoke when I grow. No, one bit.
Oh fuck, I don't care. I will. Absolutely.
To me, that's like bad mojo. Would you want to see your relative burn in front of you? No, it's bad mojo.
I am telling them that they are growing to be this beautiful medicine to help to satisfy. They are going to sacrifice themselves to help me through these times. And I'm showing them how beautiful they are when they're finished.
That's the way to do it, man. Way to do it. Love it.
Try to
Love.
think about the bright side.
Oh, there's a bright side. Usually it's then with the lighter though.
Yeah, that's funny. Love in, love out. I like that. Cause I love it. You know how they say, cause I love it. Um, so what about in public? Let's say you go to a restaurant with your family and you're not driving, because we're not, let's say your wife's driving and you're going and you get the ability to smoke a joint like you would have a beer at a restaurant.
I'll be honest. Okay, so I'm the only one in my household that drives. We do go for dinner, and I usually do consume dinner. I will time it out, so I'm not heavily consuming. It's just enough to get my appetite built up, and
Yeah, you can do that. Just like having a beer.
exactly, and it's timing everything correctly. If we have to wait longer, I'm straight up and say, "Hey, honey, I can't drive right now. I'll give it 20 minutes, 30 minutes, see how I feel."
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll still follow the same as the cigarettes. Go 9 meters from the door, whatever. Maybe go for a little
Yep.
walk on the way.
Yep.
Just come back in.
Cool. And I think it's important that we try our best to
not be arrogant and suck up with it.
yep, abide by the rules.
Years and
if there's a smoking pit, go to the smoking pit. Me and my wife went to a hotel last week and we spent 3 nights there. And when I came in, I signed myself in, I got my room, and then I came downstairs and I spoke to the front desk. I said, look, me and my wife both consume. Where can we go that's not going to offend everybody? And because I didn't, I saw they had a smoking pit out in the front. I didn't know. And they were like, absolutely, go right to the smoking pit. I have no problem. As long as you're within our smoking rules, you're following the rules. And I was like, perfect. They were very, I guess, following the laws and allowing for consumption like they should have. That's what they're supposed to do.
Hotels have to realize now if they don't allow it, it's going to be
just
lost revenue.
In Canada. The rule with it is, oh, did we freeze?
You did it. You got on my side now.
Okay. In Canada, the rule is you're supposed to follow the smoking laws, but they do say that people can have their own, sort of laws with it as well.
Yeah, their business are rules.
Yeah, every province can have their own laws with it. I actually pulled this up. Could share it really quickly with everyone. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
So this is Government of Canada website, cannabis in the provinces and territories. This is the laws that came into effect
On my birthday.
October 17, 2018. These just shows a few of the rules, how it can be sold, who's allowed to sell it, where you can buy it, that kind of stuff. But it does say right here that provinces and territories also have flexibility to set added restrictions, including lowering the possession limits, increasing the minimum age restriction, restricting where cannabis can be used in public, like we talked about, or setting added requirements on personal cultivation. So changing the legal for plant growth. I advise everyone to, if you're in Canada, to come check this out. Government of Canada, you can click down here, show all provinces. And from here, we can see what the basic laws are. And then there's a link to each province's website where you can dig deeper and find out all of the other rules and regulations that you need. But in general, you can see that right off the bat, Alberta legal age is 18, which is what our federal legal age is, where the next British Columbia 19, Manitoba 19, Northwest Territories, Newfoundland, New Brunswick 19, Nova Scotia 19, Ontario 19, Quebec always the hardest of everyone, of course, 21.
It's kind of funny because with the alcohol, it's 16 there.
Is it that young? I could have swore they were 19 too.
No, you go to Montreal and you start drinking, they're super young at 16.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. We all have the same legal limit, 30 grams across the board. And it seems like some provinces, you can see, for example, here, you can have privately licensed in person or government operated online stores. Some provinces will have only government online stores, like New Brunswick, government operated in person or online stores. So government only, no privately licensed. And this little stamp is a stamp that you're going to look for in your province, should be on the packaging. Similar to the little packaging stamp that I had on mine.
Yep. Just a duty card.
Something I didn't know, but a good friend Shipwreck pointed out to me yesterday that on every package, it has to be labeled as the date that it was packaged, which is really cool too. So you know how old it was. This was packaged on 21/03/01. This one was packaged on 21/03/15. So not too far off each other, and that's not too old. 3 months, 4 months. Not bad, right? Wait, did I say 03 March? Yeah, that's not too bad.
First and fifth.
4 months. Pretty cool for these websites. And then just a quick example, we can click on the BC website and it will give you quite a bit more information. I did find this in the BC, on the BC website, Get Cannabis Clarity, which was really cool. I like the way they did it. Get the facts. Edibles are now legal since 2019. And then there's quick tips on safe consumption, duration, how long you should wait, the use of legal regulated cannabis, what's legal, and you can click on the little plus sign and bring down, here's the BC's laws, buying it, edible cannabis, extracts, vaping liquids, tinctures, wax, hash, cannabis oils. Buying it, it tells you in here about sending it in the mail. So we're also allowed to do that. Possession, publicly use, which is really cool. You can send it in the mail, but will it make it to your friends? Fuck no. Fuck no. The mailman bought it.
Yeah, I paid full price.
Yeah, because I gave it away and then they had to pay me for it. Idiots. They're idiots. Anyway, no smoking in bus stops within 6 meters, things like that. That's pretty cool. Good information on these about travel, where they want you to put your weed when you're traveling, because we all like to bring weed with us when we travel, right? Can you travel between provinces? Yes, that's no problem. You do want to look at each province individually to make sure, but from what I've been reading, it's looking pretty promising. I did also check out the Canada Post on how to ship cannabis before I sent it, make sure it was okay. I didn't want to, I'm not trying to break any laws. I'm trying to help with the stereotype, right? So I want to be a good law abiding citizen. I just grow and smoke a little weed on the side. There should be nothing wrong with that. It's ridiculous. So I do what I can. It says to use odor proof, tamper proof, leak proof, inner and outer packaging, anonymous outer packaging, no marking. I did all this. My guess is that he still smelled it because it was fucking fire. Next time I'm gonna maybe wear rubber gloves or something so I don't have the smell on my hands. Package it, take the gloves off when I seal it or something so the smell's not on the outside of the package. Maybe that was it. Never thought about it like that. And then I'm gonna seal it again. I'm gonna double vacuum seal it. If anybody's wondering how I send it, I like to I take the weed and I put it into a regular baggie like I normally would. And then I close that bag, just wrap it and zip it closed. And then I put that bag into a box, small box. I put that small box into a vacuum seal bag. And then I can vacuum seal that bag down tight without squishing my weed and send it to whoever you want. They get good weed, not squished. I don't send a lot. I've sent it like 4 or 5 times. So this is the first time it's ever gone missing though. So I'm guessing double bag it next time. And then I'll try it again, see what happens. I talked to a friend who ships, to his friends and family all the time. And he said he's never had an issue. Well, he's had small issues, but not like he'll still ship and it's not a consistent thing.
Cheers for plants, eh? And cheers for.
Have you ever tried shipping it?
Not since it's been legal. I used to do it, or I used to know people who used to do it, and before it went legal, and yeah, it was. We won't talk about how they did it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's hard that way.
It wasn't hard that way. They just shipped teapots, but
Okay, cool. Yeah, I knew that like back in the day on the black market, you could get cheers for plants. You could get the like tuna cans and things like that would always come in the mail. That was their way of sealing it. Worked well.
it did.
Works well.
If it ain't broke, don't
Cheers,
fix
perp.
it.
Just listening and watering in the back. Nice.
You want to water my garden after, bud?
Yeah, I'm gonna clean up my flowering tent and get it ready.
I think I'm retiring my tent, man. I think I'm closing down that 5x5.
Are you? Is that the one that's all shambles or?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Finally got it by wood splints.
You got to get a new one.
Yeah,
or are you just gonna
5x5.
do one off? Nice. Raptor's got one up now. He said that he's very happy with it so far. I'm wondering about the only thing that I've found in quality of tents when you buy cheap ones is when you get the air movement in there and you get that little suction going on. How are your seams? Do you get light leaks?
The seams were good. The only issue now with since it's collapsed is because when it did collapse, it poked holes in the side and taped
Mm,
it so much.
no, yeah, no, that'll just rip off.
But the fact that I got a whole another two flowers since flower cycles since then and no harms,
Sweet.
yeah, no light, not enough light leaks. So I will
Take
say
it.
that room also has a green light bulb in it just in case. So like
Okay.
I play it safe. I don't want to have any issues, but
Hmm.
I will
Yeah,
say
I've never used that.
towards the end of the harvest. So yeah, those little bastards. But they're pretty harmless. So
Yeah, I've never put a light in the room like that. Usually double vacuum wrap it. Okay, there we go. 4 plants. There's another can't consume anywhere in Calgary except private residence. Oh, really? That's fucking sad. Is that just a Calgary thing or is that an Alberta wide thing, I wonder?
no, I think that's just Calgary
Must be.
municipality.
Yeah, it must be.
Which I mean, it's kind of outrageous, but
Yeah, when I just opened up the Alberta laws just for the hell of it really quickly to see if I could find it. And it says right here, you can't consume in some public spaces. Know your local laws. So his local law is
oh, yeah.
fuck off, smoke it in your house. That's
No
kind of
candy
sad.
nuts. Don't do it outside.
That's sad, sad, sad. So he's never had any issues, just wrong address issue. That's good. That's good. I don't want to bag on Canada Post either because
I will.
I think that yeah, I think you just got in the wrong. You're in a bad area. Maybe you got one bad post.
I've had.
You know,
Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
no problem. What was cool though is Canada Post when they're tracking my package, they asked me if it was cannabis, and I told them yes because maybe that's part of their process. Maybe they're tracking down the fuckers who are stealing it because they know,
Something's
you
up.
know. Yeah.
Every
Just Calgary can smoke
podcast
a
goes
cannabis.
missing.
Yeah. Why is every small package with this guy's name on it go missing?
I think it's one address. It keeps on showing up.
Yeah.
Like the last, I'm gonna say 7 packages I've had shipped through Canada Post have not made their destination here. From the wife's birthday gift, the Mother's Day gifts, to your packages, it's like my mail address is just a black hole.
Maybe someone doesn't like you.
It's a community mailbox. It doesn't get to my mailbox. It goes to the corner here, so they wouldn't even know what mailbox I had. It's literally just does not get shipped to me.
Oh, that's messed.
Yeah,
So your mailbox is not at your house; it's a separate mailing.
yeah, it's at the corner there. Like I guess
Okay, it's like a community mailbox. Everyone goes to the community mailbox and gets their mail. Oh, those fuckers.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So, like,
stupid.
yeah, it's. But if you go further down the street, like a block and a half, you get home delivery. So you just
Mm,
point there. It's okay.
that's weird. 4 Plants says in Calgary it says just in Calgary. He said you could smoke in the towns around him. And then he said, if you have a medical, you can smoke in Calgary, but he's still seen people get tickets, which that's just because cops are fucking either dicks or uneducated. Cheers, 420.
Cheers for 20, Ben. How's it going, buddy? What are you puffing on?
Ooh. I'm actually smoking something different than Primal Punch today because a buddy of mine gave me 2 samples of a couple of goodies to taste. And I like it. It's pretty good when the free weed that your buddy just gives you on the side is way better than the weed that you had to go to the government store and buy. Fuckers. But I got some gelato.
Oh.
You can tell it's come out of somebody's just had a little handwriting. It was nice though. And oops, dropped one on the floor. It's okay. Buds are nice. Smells
Good, looks good.
really good. And then I got some, I'll get that bud later. And I got some,
It's floor weed.
yeah, it's flowering. That's what I meant by later with the vacuum. Platinum cookies.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah. As well do I. It was, it's got a stank to it, man. It's like, Doesn't smell cookie at all. Smells dirty diapers. Okay. Oh, look at that. You can actually see it.
For once, oh my god, nice.
Wow, how did I do that? That was amazing. I don't know.
Just perfectly, bam.
I was just like, whoop, and it zoomed in. No, it's getting my face again. There we go. Oh, there it is. So you got to cover your face with it, so it zooms. Anyway, it smells like someone with dirty feet stepped in a dirty diaper and put that in your face. Oh, it's good though. Doesn't taste like
Dirty diapers.
no, it's a little I can't even describe the taste. It's a little funky.
Nice.
It's got a funky taste to it, but nice. Like you're smoking it, and it's the kind of thing that gets like when you're smoking it, the ring around the cherry just gets like oily and black, and you're smoking it. It just gets like better and better as you're smoking it, and you're like, this is fucking heavy. That's how this is. Yeah, platinum cookies. I don't know what the process. Platinum OG, platinum cushion,
yeah,
cookies.
To be honest, that or pink.
Yeah.
But there's actually an Instagram account I follow, Skittlepot. Does some great live resin with that.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm pulling up the platinum cookies. Crap. Leafly was the first thing that I hit, but whatever. I just want to see if I can see what might have been platinum cookies. Where is it? Oh, it's a cup winning hybrid. It's OG Kush and Durban Poison.
Way off.
Me too. I was thinking it would be like a platinum Kush and a cookies.
Yeah.
Cup winning hybrid, a cross of OG Kush, Durban Poison. Oh, and a third unknown strain. Cookies.
Let's say, where did the cookies come in here?
I'm gonna go pull up another someone else. Yeah, that's what I should go. What was it called again? Seeds.eu?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and make next week's show, see how this goes. Do it from the phone.
Yeah, for sure. Even if we have to jump on a few minutes later or earlier or different time.
Get them on. They'll be doing 12, 15-hour rotation shifts. So.
What the fuck? Jesus.
Animals.
Where the hell is it? Okay, on here we're saying Girl Scout cookie. So this one just says Platinum Girl Scout cookies, which is a different strain actually. Fuck, they did too many names. See, this is exactly. Anyway, I don't want to get into it because someone else is going to solve this problem, and I don't want to give away their thing. But it's coming soon to a theater near you. Oh, you'll enjoy. I don't want to talk about it if it's someone else's thing to talk about, but when they start talking about it, then we can talk about it. And I'll tell you after the show. It's really awesome. You might already even know. If you've been in the neighborhood, you might have an inkling of an idea.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
Someone's making some connections.
So I'm gonna pack one bowl of this platinum cookies before we head out for the day, and maybe we could say thank you to everyone here for popping in. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us again. We
appreciate it.
We're just here to build a community, man. That's why we come back every week. Even if we don't have anything to say, we're gonna be here to hang out and smoke a little weed with you guys, and hopefully more and more people join every week. And tell your friends, tell them to stop in, give us a thumbs up, say hi, ding ding ding, hit the bell, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Appreciate having you guys here.
Just a reminder, Cuz is probably on his own the next couple weeks, and Godspeed, buddy. Last thing
Absolutely.